Good afternoon and welcome. I'm Jason Bennett. We're coming to you from North Melbourne Recreation Reserve. We're set for an enthralling contest between North Melbourne and Collingwood. It's early in the season, but both sides will be keen to build some momentum and bank some premiership points. Here come the teams. Kelly Underwood is alongside me. Hello, Cal. What can we expect from this one?
Good to be here, Jason. I'm going to have to go with the Roos. They look the stronger side on paper, but the game isn't played on paper, of course. This might be closer than a lot of people think.
Thanks, Kelly. The two captains are in the middle. Time for the coin toss. Strap yourselves in, folks, because we are just about set for what should be one of the games of the year. A great game in prospect as we get underway. McKinnon slaps it out. Anthony, Ling, mops that one up. Who can run onto this and pump it forward? Sutcliffe runs onto it and can drive them into attack. McSweeney, Ling, takes the short option. Reynolds, feeling the heat. Clever kick. Slips through her fingers. Tierney, cops some unwanted attention. If she'd been clean there, she might have been away. McKinnon wins it down. Jarvis, that's commitment to the cause. It would be a tough umpire to ping her for that. The two rucks do battle. Jarvis normally delivers. Who's got the wheels? Taken aground.
We haven't seen any spite yet, which is surprising given the comments that were made during the week.
McKinnon with the tap. Walsh gathers it cleanly on the wing. Squeezes the kick. Bouncing ball. She's been accosted.
Thoughts so far, Daniel?
It's too early in the match for there to be anything to analyse. Come on, Kel.
McKinnon with a deft tap. Farms it out. Walsh. They're playing for keeps right now.
It's already looking like this will be a stoppage-heavy game, so it's tailor-made for those who thrive on getting their hands dirty.
Great ruck work. Ling. The umpire will have it. McKinnon showing her skills. Anthony, Walsh. That was a loose handball. You asked for it, you got it. We'll have yet another stoppage.
How's it look down there, Daniel?
There's a bit of niggle in this one early. A couple of players already unhappy with some attention off the ball.
Anthony. Sloppy disposal and a turnover. Jones tries to take them on and loses.
She's suggesting she got something on it. I'm not sure she did.
Williams. She's kicked the goal.
They had to work hard for that first goal, but in the end it was a pretty simple one, made possible by some smart decision-making.
The Pies picking up where they left off last week. The rucks lock horns. Anthony, the midfield battle's so important. Walsh. Umpire says she made an attempt to get it out. McKinnon with a deft tap. Walsh, Anthony, Osborne takes the logical option. How's the kick? Nothing wrong with that.
It's been an electric start to the match. This one looks like it's got lots of goals in it.
They've hit the ground running and they're looking in fine form. McKinnon wins it. Walsh, the Pies are playing some great footy. Anthony, Greg Williams would have been proud of that one. Takes on the responsibility, just needs to finish, and finish she does.
The Roos.
have made a poor start, but there's no need to panic. They just need to lift their intensity.
The Roos are a little shell-shocked early. They need to respond. Punched clear. She's wrapped up. Dealt with the pressure. McSweeney in the centre square. Theodore. Oh, she's been absolutely crunched and will do it all again. McKinnon wins the tap. Walsh. They've got to get a wriggle on. Sutcliffe. The Roos have been out of sorts. They've given it back. Caught. Dropped it like a hot potato. King. Rhodes. The fans will be happy to see this. They're tackling with great intent. McKinnon with a deft tap. Jarvis. What a work ethic she has. Snap at goal. Good looking kick. It's home.
They're after a big game from her today, and that's a great start.
The Roos on the board at last. The Rucks lock horns. Terrific tackle. Can she find a teammate? Jarvis, the Pies, should score here. Punched away. Hales doesn't want to turn it over there. No free kick. They've got a stoppage in a dangerous position. McKinnon wins the hit out. Jones got to get it on quickly. McSweeney puts her head over it. This is great pressure footy. The crowd cries ball and they get their wish.
That's what happens when you find yourself in two minds.
Hosking can't mark. Theodore is calm in a crisis. Who's front and centre? Ryan with a clean pickup. Well played. She doesn't waste many. Reynolds has charged into space. Good kick. Cowan is in the clear and marks uncontested. Great play. Lennox tries to spike it out of the danger zone. You have to be tough to play this game. She couldn't get rid of it. They wanted holding the ball, but nothing doing. Freeman got her palm to it. Anthony, Walsh, Osborne showing real strength. She's run into trouble. She's besieged. The umpire says you had prior opportunity.
She's having a word with the umpire and she may just have a point.
Leaves it behind. Ling. I think she's forgotten which end of the ground she's at.
Every bit counts, I guess.
They're set up well for the kick-in. Goes very wide. Lennox in the clear, and they're away. Ryan wins it back. Great mark. What she got on offer. The defence is disorganised. They continue to be careless with the ball. Just waiting for the right moment to press go. Meyer, she's set upon. They appeal for a free kick, but will have a stoppage. Freeman slaps it out. Jarvis. Barber gives away a free for a high tackle. Can she hit a target? She'll be dragged if she keeps doing that. Theodore always looked likely. Big ball to be won here. Good disciplined defence. Tierney navigated the traffic. Meyer gathers on the half volley. She's got it.
A bit of momentum now. That's two in a row.
Five-point game. Freeman wins it out of the centre. Walsh. Jarvis. Quick kick towards centre half forward. Anyone's ball. Meyer is in the right spot at the right time. Barber. Tierney can line up and potentially give them the lead.
Poor defence, leaving her on her own, and now you'd imagine she'll make them pay.
This will be a goal, and we have a new leader.
She had the opportunity to put them in front, and that's exactly what she's done. Lovely finish. The Roos in front now.
The two rucks do battle. She's not one to take a backward step. Kicks to space. Granville, desperate to win it back. Attracted a crowd. They're tackling with venom today. Freeman showing her skills. Walsh. Sutcliffe clears the area. Ball to be won on centre wing. Couldn't get a disposal. Barber affects the turnover. Can she impose herself on the match? Cowan. King spills out in the tackle. I thought it was a case of indecision. Now I'm just not sure. They want ball there, but they're not going to get it. Freeman palmed it down beautifully. No easy exit. And we'll have another ball up. The two rucks do battle. Anthony. Jarvis takes the hand pass. They are hunting the ball carrier. There are no easy kicks out there, that is for sure.
The Roos would be sitting on a bigger lead if they'd been a little more careful with the ball. If they sort that out, they'll be hard to stop.
Theodore. She's put it through.
The Pies have got to find a way to put the clamps on. They're too easy to score against at the minute.
The Roos are up and about early. Reynolds with a deft tap. Just shoveled it out. Barber. It's no place for the faint-hearted. They're going nowhere and will have a stoppage near the centre. Reynolds palmed it down beautifully. Good ruck work. Good roving too. Meyer demanded the footy and got it.
She kicked the last one pretty well, so she'll be confident here.
This should not be a problem, and it isn't.
Well, if you give her room inside the 50, you'll pay more often than not.
The Pies have been slow out of the blocks. Freeman with a deft tap. Walsh, Anthony, Jarvis under pressure. Theodore leads her opponent. Throws it on the boot. The foot race is on the wing. McSweeney. How will the umpires see this? It's a good old-fashioned gang tackle. They appeal for holding the ball, and the umpire agrees.
She's not happy, but the call is correct.
Walsh had it and lost it. King with a chance to run. That's skillful. Freeman with the big fist. Dodgiok. They're playing with purpose and composure. Jarvis accepted the invitation. She's hit up the lead. Normally delivers. Reynolds couldn't quite. Jones gets to it first. Ryan. McSweeney fighting hard. Sends them inside 50 again. Uses the body well. Pokes it into the pocket. Lennox. We've seen that before. Dodgiok. The Roos with a chance for a stoppage goal. The two rucks do battle. Anthony sharks it. Carbone. She ran into a brick wall. Neither side able to clear the footy. Barber punches it out of the ruck. Ling. Big tackle laid. Both midfields are earning their money today.
The Roos are certainly looking the better side, but they'd love to give themselves a bit more breathing space.
Anthony, Grant, Osborne, Jarvis. They're handball happy at the moment. Carbone thought her way through it. This is great ball movement. What she got on offer. Clever kick. Van Dijk, that's good work rate. Looking to peg one back. Barber couldn't hold it under pressure. It's a tough game. She'll be picking grass out of her teeth after that. They asked the question, but the umpire will have it. McKinnon with the tap. Jarvis, important tackle. She was just about through otherwise. We'll do it all again. Barber wins the tap. Terrific forward pressure.
The Roos are arguably in front on the scoreboard because they've been more efficient with the footy.
McKinnon with the tap. Anthony. Into the pocket she goes. She would have fancied her chances from there. Dangerous place to lose it. Williams. She makes no mistake.
She's looking ominous already. There might just be a big bag on offer today.
It's only early, I know, but that was a much-needed goal to stabilise the situation. McKinnon wins the hit out. Anthony, Carbone, solid tackle. No prior opportunity, so we'll have a ball up. Great ruck work. Jones, Theodore, dealt with the pressure. It's a hot footy. Gets the kick away. Osborne, feeling the heat.
The Pies are winning the clearance battle, but they're struggling to parlay that into scoreboard pressure.
McKinnon wins the tap. They've got a good understanding, those two. They've worked it well. How's the entry? Ryan doing what she does best. Carbone, she's a dynamo. That's commitment to the cause. The umpire whistles for a ball up. McKinnon gets her hand to it. Anthony, Carbone, drop punt. That'll be a goal, never in doubt.
Their efficiency in front of the sticks has arguably kept them in this game.
Great contest so far. McKinnon wins it out of the centre. Like Thelma and Louise. Good build-up. She's been accosted. You asked for it, you got it. No way through that traffic, so they'll reset. McKinnon palmed it down beautifully. Carbone, Anthony. Gets her kick despite the heat. Time to light up the Jets. And we'll have a throw in.
The Roos are losing the clearances, but they're still in front on the scoreboard. If they can start winning more clearances, look out.
McKinnon with a deft tap. Carbone with an opportunity. Granville. That could be a goal-saving tackle. Osborne marks. That's hard to stop. They've got them on the overlap. King wins the contest and can relieve the pressure. Theodore on a lead. They're moving the football well here. What she got on offer? Searching kick. Tierney has charged into space. This deserves a goal. Freeman got a fist in. Lennox attracted a crowd. Goes very wide. The whistle's gone, and I think she knew it was coming.
She was under pressure when she kicked it, so the ump's employing a strict interpretation. Sometimes taking these half chances can make all the difference.
This would be a timely goal. The kick's a bit wonky, but it doesn't matter. It's a goal.
The Pies are all at sea trying to defend them. They're scoring almost at will.
The goals are coming thick and fast. This is great to watch. McKinnon smashes it out of there. Manages to get off a handball. Good kick. King read that one like a book. Doesn't often waste it. Walsh has found some space. Ignoring the corridor for now. Theodore. She's under close attention. Got to get rid of it quickly. That's not quick enough.
Great pressure there and gets the reward.
Cowan works hard to present. Heads for the pocket. Thumped away. This is a hotly contested footy. Sloppy disposal and a turnover. Navigated the traffic. Quarter time here. A great contest so far and lots to look forward to. Time to check in with half.
The Roos aren't all that keen on handballing, and why would you be when you're winning so many contested marks? It's a bit of a rinse and repeat scenario at the moment. Win ball, kick ball, mark ball. It's monotonous but mightily effective, and I think we have to expect it to continue because the opposition just don't seem to have any way of counteracting it. If what you're doing is working, you'd be silly to change it, no matter how bored the rest of us might get.
Thanks, half, as we get going again. The rucks lock horns. Jones. Can she force her way through? McSweeney looking to hit up the short option. King in no man's land. Theodore cops some unwanted attention. They're tackling with great intent. McKinnon smashes it out of there. Jarvis leading from the front. Carbone gets a kick away. Which way will it bounce? The Roos on the ball now. Osborne went bang. She's been busy so far. Hosking belts it clear. A quick getaway wasn't possible. She's set upon. The umpire will have it. King wins the tap. Jones kicks to space. That's an impressive mark. What she got on offer. Tidy ball. A spell on the pine might be coming after that. Honours the lead. Osborne, slick hands. This is promising. Careful with the kick. Ryan has it within range.
Straight in front, should not miss.
Ryan, can she inspire a team? You bet she can.
That's what happens when you leave players in space inside 50. It hurts you on the scoreboard.
The Pies are within a point. McKinnon wins it out of the centre. Carbone. Is anyone home? Williams absorbs the pressure, looking for the shorter option. She's run into trouble. Squeezes the kick. Great footy. They're hard to stop when they move the ball like that.
This will be a third lead change if she's successful.
That's not coming back. It wasn't her best effort.
They might need to be more patient in constructing better shots at goal.
Taking no risks with the kick in. McSweeney panicked under pressure. Needed to be clean and wasn't. She's kicked it as straight as an arrow.
2 scoring shots, 2 goals. She'll be happy with that.
The Pies are having a lot of the play and making it count. The rucks lock horns. She's drawn a crowd. King all on her own. There goes the kick inside the 50. She's plucked it and she should have a shot. Golden opportunity here. That might attract a pack. Barber! She's taken a beauty.
She hasn't got her name on the goal scorers list yet. Here's a good chance.
It's banana time and she does it easily.
Some good ball movement there created that opportunity, and a cool finish as well.
Scores level. This is absorbing. King wins it out of the centre. Ryan. Barber. Inside 50 with the kick. Reynolds. Can she get a shot away? McSweeney. They're fighting tooth and nail not to give up a goal, and will do it all again. McKinnon palmed it down beautifully. Anthony. She wouldn't take no for an answer. They cannot keep her quiet. Knew the tackle was coming.
It's been a fast-paced game of footy, both sides looking capable of scoring quickly.
King, the winner there. Ling, Barber. Who was she aiming for? Ryan, working hard and being rewarded. They've picked their way through. Good disciplined defence. Jarvis runs onto it. That's disappointing play. She's caught. Shaves the grass with that one. Bouncing ball. Clean pickup. She'll be sore tomorrow. Their appeals have fallen on deaf ears. Oh, she's been absolutely crunched. Punched clear. Ryan is there. Got to get rid of it. She's generally a good kick. Cowan. This is great pressure footy. Out of the congestion. Reynolds Has a ping. It won't be a goal. She's missed.
It seemed like the defenders got a bit lost there and they were lucky not to give up a goal.
Fosbrook tasked with the kick in. Van Dijk with a chance to run. Takes the short option. The kick is precise. What can they generate? The Pies are out of trouble. That's a useful ball. She's hit up the lead and they're away. Well played. Good hands. Fosbrook throws it on the boot. Great body work. The Pies haven't been inside 50 for a while. Ivy fumbles it. Will the umpire pluck a free kick? The fans will be happy to see this. We've got a whistle, umpire's ball. McKinnon punches it out of the ruck. Anthony, a model of consistency. King, Theodore, hacking it forward. Barber, the ruse, look well drilled. The great Spud Frawley would have loved that one. Jarvis. McSweeney gets there first. It's a good old-fashioned gang tackle. Umpire says she had no prior. Reynolds showing her skills. Ling, Theodore under the gun. They asked the question, but the umpire will have it. McKinnon wins the tap. Jarvis, Osborne, swoops. Freeman. The Pies are good with their hands. McKinnon, what can they build here? This would give them the lead. Has she got it? They're in front.
She's a terrific asset with her pace and skills, and that was another example.
So the underdog throwing down the gauntlet. You can feel their belief growing. McKinnon, she is simply too good. Jarvis, she's lost possession. Walsh, Osborne, she's wrapped up. McSweeney with the steal. Clever kick. Reynolds, dangerous to leave her on her own. What she got on offer. Her field kicking is normally first rate. Quality delivery by foot. The defence has fallen down. Barber couldn't complete the mark. McSweeney, boot to ball, and that's a goal.
They'll feel better now they're in front and getting some reward on the scoreboard.
The Roos have the edge, but they're in a scrap. Don't worry about that. McKinnon wins the hit out. Anthony, Walsh gathers in the centre square. Can't afford to give it back in the corridor. Gets her kick despite the heat. Theodore marks. Will she go the bomb? Tierney has got loose. They've got them on the overlap. Punched away. Brushed over and they can reset.
They've got an opportunity here to get the ball down the other end quickly.
Van Dijk with the footy. Lennox. Neat little worm burner. That's well played. Van Dijk can get it and go. McSweeney cuts it off. Normally delivers. King has got off the chain. Good kick. Barber has bobbed up. The defence is disorganised. Alarm bells are ringing. She will surely make this count.
That was dreadfully lax defending, leaving a player completely unattended so close to goal. The coach will be filthy.
Struck it well. No problems there.
Well, if you give her room inside the 50, you'll pay more often than not.
The Roos with a bit of breathing space now. Reynolds wins it down, taken aground. They're going nowhere and will have a stoppage near the centre. Pearce gets her hand to it. Anthony, Carbone. Can they turn back the tide? Good thinking and good execution too. Great play. Defence 101 there. Important tackle. She was just about through otherwise. Could that have been holding the ball? Some thought it was, but not the person who matters. Reynolds wins it down. Farms it out. Theodore. Barber under pressure. King, what a work ethic she has. She just dropped the footy and the umpire has no choice.
She tried to do too much and not for the first time.
The Roos have been caught napping. Heads for the pocket. Bounced straight off her chest. Navigated the traffic. Sutcliffe takes the hand pass. Hales. Terrific forward pressure. That's commitment to the cause. No way through that traffic, so they'll reset. Pearce showing her skills. Carbone closed her down. You asked for it, you got it. We've got another stoppage. Reynolds showing her skills. Can she hit a target? Centre square, loose ball. McSweeney, big tackle laid. Ball, cries the crowd, and the umpire agrees.
Not enough talk out there, it seems.
Searching kick. Williams, that's good work rate. Key contest coming up. Ryan got a fist in. Goes long. Who's front and centre? Slaney. It's a tough game. She couldn't get rid of it. They wanted holding the ball, but nothing doing. Rucks go at it. Anthony, inside 50, number 7 for her. Granville has a way of drawing the footy.
Relatively straightforward kick, but that's easy to say from here.
Snap around the body. It's there.
Their efficiency in front of the sticks has arguably kept them in this game.
The Pies have trimmed the margin back to 2 points. Reynolds with a deft tap. Ryan. Barber is cool under pressure. Ling. Cowan couldn't reel it in. She'll certainly feel that one. Squeezes the kick. In no man's land. Cops some unwanted attention. The umpire says you had prior opportunity.
That's what happens when you find yourself in two minds.
Lennox tries to spike it out of the danger zone. Takes on the responsibility. Just needs to finish. And finish she does.
If they can get up ahead of steam, they'll be hard to stop. That was a terrific passage of play, culminating in a great goal.
The Roos by 8. The Rucks lock horns. Carbone has some attention to deal with. Jarvis, sloppy hands, and they've turned it over. They're tackling with great intent. Reynolds showing her skills. Ryan, she's been quiet. Theodore working hard and presenting well. They've opened them up here. Doesn't often waste it. Freeman makes good contact. McSweeney gathers on the half volley. Van Dyke with the big fist. Goes for home. She doesn't miss many, and that's no exception.
She produced a clinical finish there to cap off a terrific passage of play.
The Roos have kicked clear with 2 in a row. Reynolds with a deft tap. Ling. You can see their confidence growing. The kick was misdirected. Osborne presents in space. Short pass looks good. Here's a big chance to peg back the margin. They've picked their way through. Walsh with a terrific mark deep in defence. Ivy heads them off at the pass.
She'll be their 8th individual goal kicker if she's successful.
We've got a 2-kick game if she gets it, and she does.
It's always good for the confidence to see that first shot go through.
They're slugging it out, these two. It's been an entertaining first half. King palmed it down beautifully. Lays it off. Barber. What she got on offer? King. She's run into trouble. If she thought she was getting away, she was sadly mistaken. They want ball there, but they're not going to get it. King got her palm to it. McSweeney. She's been accosted. It's not a fair fight. And we'll have another ball up.
Lots to analyse, Daniel. What stands out?
Oh, I'm glad I'm not out there playing in the back line. It's a tough job today.
Osborne. Dodgiok, desperate to win it back. Drop punt, that'll be a goal, never in doubt.
A real opportunist goal there. She doesn't need a lot of the footy to make an impact.
The Roos have opened up a break. King with a deft tap. She's copped some of her own medicine. They've had the better of the contest to this point. Theodore met solidly when one tackle just won't do. Fantastic tackling technique there. The two rucks do battle. Ling, that sloppy play, and it could come back to bite them.
It's been a fast-paced game of footy, both sides looking capable of scoring quickly.
Great ruck work. Anthony, how will the umpires see this? Walsh, she's drawn a crowd.
The Pies' clearance work is certainly not the reason they're behind on the scoreboard. It's been good today.
King wins it down. Walsh is there in the clinches. Osborne, she's gone. That's not one of the acceptable methods of disposal.
No umpire ever changed their decision because a player had a whinge.
Well played. Can she be the fire starter?
So a bit of a bonus here after the half-time siren, if she's accurate.
Steadies, delivers, and back they come.
Better ball movement on that occasion allowed them to open up that opportunity in front of goal, and they got full reward for it.
Half-time, and we've got a close one on our hands. Just what most of us wanted. Well, the neutrals amongst us anyway. Half's with us again. What's on your mind, Half?
It's been an enjoyable game of footy, this one. We'll see lots of good goals on the highlights reel, but some of the defensive acts have been equally impressive. There are some defenders out there who would very much like to have less to do. They've been put under plenty of pressure.
Good on you, Half. Thank you. The Rucks lock horns. Anthony does the roving. You can never question her commitment. Somehow release the ball. She's in trouble. That must be incorrect disposal.
It's a hot footy today.
She's been industrious. The kick is a poor one. Looking to get it down there quickly. This should end in a goal. Can she finish it off?
This is what she gets paid to do, kick these goals.
She converts and narrows the margin.
They've got to find a way to get her into the game. We know how damaging she can be.
The Pies will not lie down. King slaps it out. Good ruck work. Good roving too. Barber. She did not break stride. Whatever she's suffering from, it's not leather poisoning. Who can run onto this and pump it forward? They appeal for a free kick, but will have a stoppage. Important clearance here. Anthony. She's not one to take a backward step. King runs onto it. Attracted a crowd. Rinse and repeat. Will do it all again.
The Pies might be behind on the scoreboard, but they're giving a very good account of themselves.
Anthony. Walsh. This is great pressure footy. They asked the question, but the umpire will have it.
Good close match this, with no sign yet that either side is going to crack.
Anthony.
It's been a quality game so far. Lots of opportunities for both sides to hit the scoreboard.
Big clearance to win here. Just shoveled it out. No easy exit. Chips to half back. Which way will it bounce? She ran into a brick wall. She's besieged. It's a bit of a stoppage fest at the moment.
I wonder if either coach might think about changing it up. Both sides are scoring pretty easily.
Sloppy disposal and a turnover. She'll drive them inside 50 yet again. Gets the kick away. Honours the lead. She doesn't waste many. King on centre wing has marked. What she got on offer. She struggled to make an impact to this point. They're moving the football well here. Looking for the shorter option. Cowan finds herself unattended. This will be their first entry for a while. Lace out, great footy.
It's one of those ones that should be kicked, but it's amazing how often players miss them.
This deserves a goal, but she's put it the wrong side of the post.
Not a gimme goal, but probably should have been kicked nevertheless.
Looking for a quick transition. Her field kicking is normally first rate. Lennox can keep it moving. Osborne. She's generally a good kick. She's hit up the lead. That's a powerful hand pass. Van Dijk, the ruse, on the ball now. Reynolds, Granville, gets back and should repel. Must get this out. Oh, she's been absolutely crunched. No leniency from the umpire there.
She's having a word with the umpire and she may just have a point.
It's a poor entry, a waste really. Searching kick. Grant, all on her own. Some indirect ball movement here. Van Dijk, that's good work rate. Can she hit a target? Osborne in the clear. Van Dijk can run and carry. She couldn't get her fist or her foot to it.
I don't know about that. I think the meter was charged.
Needed to be clean and wasn't. Hasn't seen a lot of it. Fosbrook, dangerous to leave her on her own. Neat little stab kick. That's a good option, and this looks promising. Taking time to assess the options. Van Dijk. They've given it back. Throws it on the boot. Lennox saves the day. Neat little worm burner. The Pies are out of trouble. Well-weighted kick. Fosbrook works hard to present. Good work rate. Takes the safe option. This is great ball movement. Kicks inside the forward 50. Defence 101 there. Hales hunting the footy. Cowan. She's set upon. Umpire says she had no prior. King wins it down. Jones. Theodore. McSweeney gathers it cleanly on the wing. Easy decision. The tackle was above the shoulders. What she got on offer. Ignoring the corridor for now. King couldn't haul that one in. Kicks to space. Cowan. They're fighting tooth and nail not to give up a goal. Jones. Their appeals have fallen on deaf ears. Punched clear. It's no place for the faint-hearted. McKinnon. The pressure is fierce. Sloppy disposal and we'll have a throw in.
Both sides have lacked polish, but the endeavour from both has been sensational.
King wins the tap. McSweeney. Not on my watch, she says. We've got a whistle. Umpire's ball. McKinnon with the tap. Theodore. Steadies. Drop punt. Goal.
Well, she saw the opening and put it away. It makes a real difference if you can consistently take those kinds of opportunities.
The Roos have got the margin back beyond a goal. The two rucks do battle. Anthony. Ling didn't need to be asked twice. The Pies have denied them the corridor. They should have been going forward. Now they'll have to defend. Doesn't often waste it. Dishes it off. Pearce. Touch and go. Misses.
Well, that was a promising build-up and deserved a better finish.
Taking no risks with the kick in. Meyer. She's wrapped up. The umpire circles and calls for the football. Can they create a shot at goal from this stoppage? King got her palm to it. McSweeney. Jones. Hosking. Ling. Dangerous place to lose it. A good kick here and they'll be in business. Reynolds. She's under close attention. Ling. Had some assistance. King. Knew the tackle was coming. It looks a well-oiled forward line. Probing ball. Tierney can run into an open goal. Can she finish it off?
You've got to be switched on to your opposition's ball movement much better than that. It was all too easy.
They like it behind the goals. She's got it.
That was a bit too easy. The ball movement was excellent, but not great pressure.
The Roos having a good patch. McKinnon wins the tap. Carbone. Theodore intercepts the hand pass. Meyer all alone in the centre square. That's a well-placed kick. Tierney. This is a big opportunity. Picking their way through. Who's front and centre? Cowan. It hasn't quite got the legs.
She's not on the board yet, and it might stay that way with kicking like that.
Fosbrook brings it back in. Van Dijk has found some space. Clever kick. Osborne. Tidy ball. Carbone. She'll be sore tomorrow. She'll be picking grass out of her teeth after that. They might be a little unlucky not to be rewarded there. It was a fine tackle. McKinnon palmed it down beautifully. Absorbs the pressure. Will do it all again. McKinnon gets her hand to it. Anthony gets a kick away. No one can mark. Who is she aiming for? Look at her go. Feeling the heat.
Got to set up well for the stoppage just to make sure they don't score from it.
McKinnon palmed it down beautifully. Anthony, Walsh, Pearce. It's a desperate tackle. They're tackling with great intent. McKinnon with a deft tap. Walsh. It's a tough game. We've got another stoppage.
Some of the transition footy has been fantastic. You wouldn't want to be a defender on a day like this.
Anthony. She just keeps racking up disposals. Foot race on. Who can get there first? Daring run out of defence. Good looking kick. Quality delivery by Foot. The Roos are playing like winners. Great body work. Drives it inside the forward 50. Fosbrook went bang. Cowan on the non-preferred. McSweeney, she's a dynamo. You have to be tough to play this game. Brilliant tackle. They are cracking in hard. McKinnon with a deft tap. Anthony, she's copped some of her own medicine and will have another ball up. McKinnon wins the tap. Anthony.
The Roos are certainly looking the better side, but they'd love to give themselves a bit more breathing space.
McKinnon palmed it down beautifully. Anthony. Can she impose herself on the match? She should have held that one. Fosbrook is calm in a crisis. Thumped away. McKinnon taken aground. That's a great tackle, and it's been rewarded.
Not sure there was much prior opportunity there.
Jones! She's outmarked two of them.
This would give her a shot of confidence.
It's not the best kick. Has she done enough? No.
She did all the hard work, only to let herself down with the kick.
They're set up well for the kick-in. Goes very wide. Have they weathered the storm? Freeman presents in space. In no hurry here. Van Dijk with a chance to run. Fosbrook. This is good footy. Freeman. She'll be annoyed at herself letting the tackle slip high. She's been quiet, and that's a letdown. What she got on offer. Her field kicking is normally first rate. McSweeney has charged into space. Searching kick. Dodgiok goes without it. She's caught. Whatever she's suffering from, it's not leather poisoning. Hales. She's drawn a crowd. Stoppage coming up on the wing. Freeman punches it out of the ruck. Anthony leading from the front. Barber getting involved. Ling takes the hand pass. Theodore. It's a hot footy. What can they build here? Anyone's ball. Hasn't seen a lot of it. The kick was misdirected. The Pies are under siege. Granville clears the area. Anthony throws it on the boot. Terrific tackle. They're tackling with venom today. The two rucks do battle. McSweeney. A quick getaway wasn't possible. It's the umpire's ball as we near three-quarter time. Freeman with the tap. Walsh got to get it going forward now. Neat little worm burner. Anthony on a lead. Well-weighted kick. Disappointing inside 50. The Roos are bringing great energy. Ryan makes good contact. Dodgiok competing fiercely. Well played. Can they get another one? Grant wins the contest and can relieve the pressure. They need a spark. Dodgiok with the big fist. Dangerous spot for a loose ball. Lennox, bit of a panicked handball. Grant runs onto it. She's so clean with the footy. Good thinking and good execution too. She's got an option in the centre square. Leaves it behind. Lennox, she's a real pocket rocket. Great ball handling under pressure. Granville knew where the help was. Grant, it's not been her day, that's for sure. Which way will it bounce? Tierney wins the race. She hasn't struck that well at all. It's loose inside the 50. She's missed.
They're doing plenty right, just not putting it on the scoreboard.
Fosbrook with the footy. Will turn for home with this match firmly in the balance. A cracking final quarter coming up. Half's with us again. What's on your mind, Half?
The Roos might have a dilemma at some point. It's certainly a viable tactic to slow the game down and look to possess the footy at certain points in a match, but I'm not generally a believer that your mindset should change based on the time remaining in the match. I reckon keep doing what's got you in a position of strength.
Good on you, Half. Thank you. Barber, the winner there. McSweeney delivers to centre half forward. Sutcliffe, she's stopped in her tracks. Gets her kick despite the heat. Meyer, working hard and being rewarded. They've given it up. She doesn't waste many. Grant pushes into space and receives the footy. That's skillful. Pearce, she's taken a beauty. Walsh wins it back. Great mark. They're playing with purpose and composure. Sutcliffe with a chance to relieve the pressure. You can see their confidence growing. They've opened them up here. What she got on offer. I've liked her game today. The Roos moving the ball well. There goes the kick inside the 50. Needed to be clean and wasn't. Fosbrook desperate to win it back. Not a lot of space to work in. Crunching tackle. Meyer navigated the traffic. That's a bit of a waste. She's run into trouble. She's set upon. No way through that traffic, so they'll reset. Freeman palmed it down beautifully. Anthony, clean pickup. Granville chips to half back. This is great pressure footy. No prior opportunity, so we'll have a ball up. Freeman punches it out of the ruck. Carbone, Walsh, Osborne. She's generally a good kick. Closed her down. Can she find a teammate? Ryan, dangerous to leave her on her own. Just has to hit a target. Alarm bells are ringing. Golden opportunity here. The Pies have been gallant. Walsh belts it clear. Danger averted. Frantic defence.
That's smart play, really. There's no point taking unnecessary risks.
Taking no risks with the kick in. Meyer, the Roos, under great pressure. The umpire whistles for a ball up. King showing her skills. McSweeney cops some unwanted attention. She was optimistic if she thought she could break that tackle. King with a deft tap. Ling. I thought it was a case of indecision. Now I'm just not sure. Out of the congestion. They've put themselves under pressure. The team physios will be working overtime. There'll be a few sore players after this match.
It's been a quality game so far. Lots of opportunities for both sides to hit the scoreboard.
Theodore. King running in support. Handballs it to nobody. Will the umpire pluck a free kick? The Roos have denied them the corridor. Osborne. She's been accosted.
The Roos are arguably in front on the scoreboard because they've been more efficient with the footy.
The two rucks do battle. Walsh. Osborne. Under pressure. The clock is the enemy now. Time to light up the Jets. Can't afford to give it back in the corridor. Ryan. She needed a cleaner pair of hands. King. Williams. Didn't need to be asked twice. Ryan. The Roos. Finishing strongly. Granville. We've seen that before. Meyer. It's no place for the faint-hearted. The Pies will have one eye on the clock. Freeman with a deft tap. Carbone. She's wrapped up. When one tackle just won't do. We've got a whistle, umpire's ball. King with the tap. Ling. The Pies have won it back. They cannot keep her quiet. In no man's land. Lennox swoops on it. Honours the lead. Can she be the fire starter? Ling. To no one in particular. Sutcliffe attracted a crowd. We're still waiting for the quarter's first goal. King smashes it out of there. Ling. Freeman wins it back. She's under close attention. Boot to ball just in time. Sutcliffe met solidly. No way through that tackle and we'll have another stoppage. King palmed it down beautifully. Jarvis. Who's front and centre? Ivy. They really need this. She's equal to the task.
Their efficiency in front of the sticks has arguably kept them in this game.
The goals are coming thick and fast. This is great to watch. King palmed it down beautifully. McSweeney. They appeal for a free kick, but will have a stoppage. Big clearance to win here. Jarvis. Osborne. They're putting them under all sorts of pressure. Ivy. Not on my watch, she says. Jarvis. Ryan. The need is pressing. And she delivers with a sublime finish.
They might want to tighten up on her. They gave her too much space on that occasion, and she made the most of it.
The Roos haven't quite put this to bed yet. Great ruck work. Carbone. Jarvis. Attracted a crowd. Some indirect ball movement here. Who's got the wheels? Granville. Hurried the kick. It's a poor one. King. Intercepts. Normally delivers. Cowan. She ran into a brick wall. Kicks laterally. Absorbs the pressure. That's commitment to the cause. They're tackling with great intent. The two rucks do battle. Feeling the heat. Jones, one step ahead. Too slow. It's not a fair fight. Ball, cries the crowd, and the umpire agrees.
Nothing wrong with ambition, but you've got to know your limits.
She's hit up the lead. Searching kick. No one can mark. Slaney. Oh, that has to hurt. Barber gets back and should repel. Tidy ball. King is there. Doesn't often waste it. Fosbrook with another spoil. Granville. That's not ideal. Van Dyke. She'll be sore tomorrow. Oh, she's been absolutely crunched. No one deserves to lose this one. It's been a tremendous contest. Important clearance here. Anthony, a model of consistency. Granville, she's been dispossessed. Rhodes gets there first. McSweeney, Dodgiok. Snap at goal. Good looking kick. It's home.
If they can shut this player down, they'll make their task that much easier.
The Roos really needed that goal just to settle things down. The Rucks lock horns. Carbone. It's a tough game. King with the intercept mark. What she got on offer. Meyer. That's good work rate. They're moving the football quickly. Time for the Crummers to go to work. Tierney. She was taken high and should go back and have a shot here. Pokes it into the pocket. McKinnon tries to spike it out of the danger zone. Hasn't seen a lot of it. She's been pinged for a deliberate rush behind, and the fans are furious.
I think a few people might have just switched the TV off after that decision. For number 4.
As simple as it gets.
There's not much this woman can't do, and she's right in the thick of the contest, as she almost always is.
They're 3 kicks in front now, but they're not home yet. McKinnon punches it out of the ruck. Carbone. That's disappointing play. Oh, good tackle. Time is starting to become a factor here. McKinnon gets her hand to it. Anthony trying to find a pathway through. Carbone. Williams fumbles it. Ryan dealt with the pressure. That might have been dropping the ball. Can they catch them out on the turnover? Walsh. Free kick on the last line of defence. That's skillful. Quality delivery by foot. The Roos look well drilled. Reynolds has charged into space. McSweeney. They're playing with purpose and composure. Jones works hard to present. Probing ball. As Dennis would say, that kick was centimetre perfect. Heads for the pocket. Can't hang on under close attention. Cowan. It's a desperate tackle. A few hearts in mouths for a moment or two. McKinnon wins it. Anthony. Jarvis. What can she do with it? Carbone. Osborne. Granville. No easy exit. The fans will be happy to see this. Neither side able to clear the footy. McKinnon showing her skills. Terrific forward pressure. And they're out of trouble. Bouncing ball. Jarvis. Big tackle laid.
The Pies haven't been efficient enough with ball in hand. They've had much more of the footy, but they still trail.
Reynolds showing her skills. McSweeney should be in the votes today. Jones couldn't burst through. Carbone is in the right spot at the right time. Jarvis. Can she hit a target? Well played. Carbone just had to get it out. McKinnon She's had little impact so far. Van Dijk, all alone in the centre square. Osborne, here's real danger now. Great play. Cowan goes without it. Solid tackle. Umpire says she had no prior. Punched clear. Like Thelma and Louise. They could really do with a straight kick. She's up to the task and she's pulled one back.
She's done the work of two players today. It's been a brilliant effort.
Neither side giving an inch. What a contest we're seeing. McKinnon wins it out of the centre. Anthony, Carbone, navigated the traffic. They're going hammer and tong. Oh, complete commitment. Throws it on the boot. Ling, it's a hot footy. McSweeney manages to get off a handball. This is promising. Reynolds getting involved. Was that a throw? Cowan, Barber, drop punt. That'll be a goal, never in doubt.
And that could be the decisive goal in the match. They've got the margin out beyond 2 kicks.
The Roos are keeping them at arm's length. The Rucks lock horns. Anthony wins a hard ball. Terrific tackle. The crowd crying ball, and they get their wish.
She's not hiding her annoyance, but I think she's more upset with herself than with the umpire.
Good disciplined defence. Foot race on in the pocket. Walsh mops that one up. This spells trouble. Desperate defence. Can she find a teammate? Couldn't get a disposal. Walsh gathers. Just shoveled it out. Important tackle. She was just about through otherwise. The Pies with a chance for a stoppage goal. The two rucks do battle. Carbone, she's not one to take a backward step. She's stopped in her tracks. Anthony looking to pull one back. That's exactly what she's done. Well played.
Better ball movement on that occasion allowed them to open up that opportunity in front of goal, and they got full reward for it.
The Pies are going to come up short, but they've given it everything. Great ruck work. Anthony, Carbone, clever kick. Pearce marks at centre-half forward. What she got on offer? The Roos have been caught napping. They've got them on the overlap. Osborne in the clear. She will surely make this count.
She will surely go back and slot this.
She's done everything today but kick a goal. Now she's done that too.
Well, they've given themselves a chance to pinch the match. It would be highway robbery.
The loser will be really disappointed today. What a game. Great ruck work. Carbone farms it out. Anthony by hand. Osborne, good build-up. They cannot keep her quiet. Walsh with a terrific mark deep in defence. Running down the clock. Well-weighted kick. Honours the lead. The Pies guarding the corridor. McSweeney wins a huge ball. Picking their way through. What a grab. They might just be safe now. Gives it everything. Van Dijk got a fist in. Fosbrook. That is very charitable. The defence has fallen down. That's a strong mark. In she goes.
No way back for them if this goes through.
It's banana time and she does it easily.
It should be in their keeping now, although stranger things have happened.
The Roos have got it now unless they do something silly. Pearce wins the tap. Carbone gets her kick despite the heat. Sutcliffe, ever reliable. In the back is the call. Normally delivers. That's a good option, and this looks promising. What a game she's having. King, dangerous to leave her on her own. She sends him inside for the 4th time. Barber has marked in front of goal.
Straight in front, should not miss.
Barber has 2 today, and you can make it 3.
Some good ball movement there created that opportunity, and a cool finish as well.
They could chase a bit more percentage here, or they might just be happy to soak up these remaining moments. The Roos shore up their spot in the top 4, and they are a bona fide premiership contender. What stood out to you today, Kel?
The Roos were just that bit better for most of the match and always looked more likely to get the points. They made some bad errors today, though, so they'll focus on trying to be cleaner with the ball next week. Another team might have punished them more.
You get the feeling there'll be a lot said about this one. Thanks, Cal. That brings our coverage to a close. On behalf of the entire team, thanks for being with us. We'll catch you again soon.
Bad things, but make your mama say, wish you never met me. Baby,